Wendy, Moira, Angela, Dad. What's yours?
Peter Pan.
Is that all?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Where do you live?
Oh, you see that? It's the second star to the right and straight on till morning.
Oh, what a funny address.
No, it isn't.
The characters of Peter Pan are beloved. They're iconic. They represent our childhood. They represent what it means to be young and to be a kid. Whatever show that I do, the goal is always the same, and that's to work with these kids to bring these characters to life. That's what I love about directing. I love directing, especially young, talented actors who are seeking out what it means to be these, especially in this case, these iconic characters.
I'm teaching how to tie a tie. Oh no.
Guys! I can't do this!
A big part of feeling like the character that you're portraying is getting the costumes just right. And when you have your three major groups of Lost Boys, Brave Girls, and Pirates, trying to make them all look like they belong together, but that each of them stand out from one another.
Make the scarf, what he's doing there.
I love the leopard.
I think it's an upgrade.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing. I think that's worse than my dress turned out to be.
I think you're upset about your harness still.
All right. This is a peculiar situation.
A little bit, a situation for sure.
This is the crocodile, and it takes up the entire car. It is massive. It's as tall as a person, and oh boy,
People are in there. Great.
I don't care.
That thing is huge. Dang. Here we come, kids.
Tick tock goes the croc.
What do you think, Jenna?
I think it's glorious.
Why, it must be sewn on. I should do it for you.
What's sewn?
You don't know. Sit on the floor with your arms. Now, Captain, no! It was one of those boys you hate!
In the first screen, we're being tied. Brave Girls are pulling.
I know that if I was in this show, I'd want to be a pirate. So I feel kind of jealous about this group because they get to do something I never got to do. Captain Hook has got to be one of my favorite characters in all of literature. Carter is really great at making acting choices that surprise me, but are the right choices.
I have often noticed your strange dread of crocodiles.
I wanted to blow people's expectations out of the water with Smee. Smee is played by Jenna Monteith, for one, and that alone gives the dynamic between Hook and Smee a whole new flavor, and I think people are really, really going to enjoy that.
98, 99, 100, ready or not, here I come! Found you! I'm too good.
People showed up to auditions. Everyone wanted to be a Lost Boy. What I challenged them with at the beginning was I said, I don't want you to be carbon copies of the other. You all have your own names. You all need to have your own backstories. The audience may never know your backstory, but you need to know it because that influences your character. A lot of the plot actually revolves around Tiger Lily. I love when someone is really excited about being that part and really excited about sinking their teeth into a role. And Kate was that with Tiger Lily. They have a lot of challenging choreography. They make it look effortless and they make it look easy. And that's what I really, really appreciated.
Gotcha! I refuse to allow her. You're all spoiled.
We got Joe Geimer and Blake Botner in the room, and they looked like brothers, for one. They looked like they could be Wendy's brothers. And I was like, you know what, this really, really works. When Hannah was reading for Wendy, it's seriously like I got to spend a few minutes with Wendy Darling. She was in the room. And the way that she kind of portrays that character, it's got a mix of youth, it's got a mix of maturity, and that's exactly what you want with Wendy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stop! You mustn't touch me. No one has ever touched me.
But why not?
I don't know.
I've known Brendan a while now, and he's always been the embodiment of youth and joy and freedom to me. Everything from Brendan's look to his physicality to his understanding of the role was just spot on. He understood what it meant to go deeper with Peter Pan. This is 100% the little boy in me speaking right now, but one of the reasons I chose Peter Pan is because I wanted to do the sword fights.
My young Padawans in training. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Carter versus Brendan. Peter versus Hook. Who will win?
Go, ladies.
We've had a few training days where we go over basic sword techniques, and I teach them different sets. The numbers you can call out when you're attacking and when you're defending and you're parrying.
Sword game.
I'm the only one that can keep up with Drew.
Ooh. Sword camp. Sword camp. Ow! Cameraman down. Cameraman down.
It's a giant puzzle. You have all these characters on the stage, and it's like, how do you choreograph and match it up? Who's fighting who at what moment, and you got to think about every single person involved and what their choreography is, because everyone's choreography is different. What I'm amazed by every year is just the dedication and commitment that these kids have to the shows, and I think people are going to see, the passion that these kids have for the show, the fun that they're having with this show, because that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. It was all about going all in. When you hit the stage, you are on. The switch is on, you leave yourself behind, and you are that character. And as a director, when I see that someone is on the fence about that, maybe doesn't understand how to be a character, how to do that, that's when I get excited. Because it's the process that I love so much. It's the process of helping them get there.
Shall I give you a kiss?
Thank you.
Don't you know what a kiss is?
I will when you give it to me.
When people come to see Peter Pan, they're going to see the story brought to life. They're going to see the characters they know and that they love. These guys became the characters of Peter Pan. They did. And being able to watch that process take place, it was amazing. Amazing.
Practice is very hard today.
What have you done to my stage?
I've made it better.
I like to say that we have a safe stage, but, we don't.